Start receiving data in a while. We have not started receiving data because it's in the countdown. Okay. I think we are live. Are we live? I think we are live. We should be live. Yeah. I believe we should be live now. We should be live now. Okay. So are we live? I guess we are live. Oh my God. It's quite interesting. All right. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to review the analysis we did last night. Last night analysis was just 7 minutes, right? I thought that analysis was powerful, even though I was feeling very sleepy at that particular point in time. So we're just going to review it. Today again, I don't think our analysis will up to maybe 10 to 15 minutes. We should be done with this. Just want to review what happened yesterday, uh, analysis compared to what has happened in the real market today. And then we're going to take a look at what tomorrow, the last day of the year, is going to look like for gold. I'm sure you'll be interested in finding out, right? So we are going to find out that right now. So let's go right into the chart right now. And then this camera is going to go off so that it's just us and the chart. Okay. All right. So let's go. You look at my face. My face is I'm sure it's looking up. See if I'm feeling sleepy. Of course, I am feeling sleepy. So, but we'll be doing our analysis probably by 11. That is, 11 p.m. when the market has actually closed. All right. So let's go into the chart now. The camera is going off. All right. Are we here? Yeah. Right in the chart. Straight without camera. All right. So we are going to be looking at what transpired. You can see from the chart, this is basically most of the drawings that we kept here. All right. So if right now you go into the chart, what you're going to see, if you go to the analysis we did yesterday was just 7 minutes. We go to that 7 minute video, you're going to find out that I marked the other blocks. This is the other block, this is the other block, this is the other block from that time. And then there was a trend line. I think this trend line, this one. Now that trend line, the original trend line has been broken. You can see what is happening. And I remember in the analysis, I emphasized on these lines, on this other block them, like that. And I said that we have to be looking at the market when you get to this point. I think it was around here, this one's here, that have been formed as at that time. But we take all this as the point where we're expecting reaction. And we say that when you get to each of these points, once we see an entry trigger, then we take a trade for a sell. And you can see at this very particular point, that is where it actually materialized. And you can see the market sold and it's still selling up until now. It took time to get to this other block. And remember, the remarkable thing is that I always judge this kind of things to be an invisible order block. I said that this is the other block that a lot of people don't recognize as an order block. But I said that based on my experience, after learning smart money concept, based on the experience I observe from the market, I begin to take note of some things some places where I usually call invisible order block. Invisible order block. Because order block are basically like places where you are going to discover that market is going to react to, either to change direction or to continue moving in terms of breaking of structures and all that. So for a sell, I said yesterday, we are having other blocks since change of character to the downside. We are having other block break of structure to the downside. So those other block, we are waiting for a retest of them and see if they can give us an entry trigger, basically like other bearish engulfing, bullish engulfing, triple three, and in fact any kind of candlestick pattern that shows that sellers are getting into the market. We take a trade, and that's exactly what happened here. It got to the main place we designated as the order block, and you see what happened. So if you, unfortunately, I was not around all through today. That's why we did not do the analysis for the one of 12 p.m. in the afternoon. So I wasn't available at all at all. So that's why we didn't do that. So, but we're here now. We're seeing what we did from yesterday night, that it actually played out the way we talked about it. So the market got to this other block, invisible other block, like I call it, because other people don't identify things like this as another block. And the market directed from there. The market changed direction. Once again, the sell continues like that, coming down, continues. So here we are now. And you can see for a very long time, this trend line had been very, very strong. Look at this point. At this point, he held until he gradually took time to break it down. Now, after breaking it down, we'll be waiting for a retest or for more other block to be created to the downside. If another, for instance, now to take a trade here now. Now, this is another block. Let me use a different colored drawing to represent today's one because I don't want to remove this one we have done before. So this point, I can consider the candles here. Let me just put it this one here as the order block. So I want to change it to another color, maybe purple color, just any kind of color. So hold on as I do that. Can we change it to this color? I want a color that will stand out there. Stood out, sure. Okay, let me see if I can arrange it better. Okay. So the other block here. There is another potential other block here, but it has not. Once this one break below this candle here, the green candle, small candle becomes another block. Basically, what we're waiting for is, for instance, we want to see this market come back to retest this other block to tell us that a sell, the market is still selling, then we'll get an entry trigger, bullish, bearish engulfing, or shooting star, or any other combination pattern that show that sellers are entering the market. And then, going up here, it will be buyers dragging it up there. So for sellers to enter the market, we need to see candlestick pattern that favor the sellers. And then we take it because we're now downtrend. Remember, this trend line has been broken here. This trend line has been broken. Even this supported trend line has been broken. All we need is for this candle to another candle to produce downward. Can happen. Ultimately, we still be waiting here, waiting for this. This is basically a support line, just to retest this rejection here, the rejection of this candle here. So we want to see whether. So we keep selling until we get to this point. That's what I'm saying. Now, for this place, for us to know whether the market is still going below, we want to see it broken. The market breaking below this particular support that is here. And then if you create another block there, a retest to do another block after breaking it will be more selling for us. You get. But if it gets to this point, and then it's not able to break it, there is a rejection, and then we see a bullish engulfing or hammer or any other combination of candlestick pattern that show that buyers are entering the market, we take the trade from here. So that is the point. So now, but what the main thing we'll be waiting for, as far as here is concerned, because we are judging here now that we have not had a new break of structure here. We have had, this is a break of structure. Look at this low here has been taken out. So once you take it out, then we have a break of structure. Now look at what for when this thing was moving up to go and to test this other block here. It was breaking structure to the upside. You see it? Breaking structure to the upside, meaning taking out the high. It creates a high, it takes it out. You see, this high, it created it and take it out. That's break of structure. You get it? Now, it created this high and take it out. You understand? That is the thing. So immediately it got to this other block where we marked out and say we are waiting for a reaction there. What did it do? It give a combination pattern that shows that sellers are now taking over the market. This in between these candles here now. You see that, right? All right. So after that happened, what do we have? First of all, there is change of character here. Change of character means that it's the first change that shows that I want to act like it's no longer going in the original direction. The original direction here was going up. But change of character here now means that they have shown a sign that it's like it's no longer interested in going up. That is change of character. Yeah. So it comes back. Let's say retested the other block. Look at, we take this as the other block that caused the change of character. So so presumably tested it because this is the rejection area. So he tested it. After testing it, he gave us an entry trigger. Look at this engulfing. Engulfed all this 1, 2, 3 candle all together. That is a sign of selling. So change of character followed by the break of structure, because this one now is not break of structure. So here becomes a place where the other block that cause the change of structure. This is the other block that cause the change of structure. Now, this is for here, this is the other block that cause also the change of structure. I mean the change of character. Character meaning that the breaking below this low here that it created when it was going up become change of character. So now he retested the other block that caused the change of character. You get it, and move, and then created a break of structure. So that's why you see this market keep going down from there. He tried to retest this other block, but was not every time that other block will be tested, will be mitigated, not mitigated. So it kept going down. So now here we have a break of structure again. That's taking out this low he created earlier on. So break of structure, continue to the downside. That's why the market has been selling. So the only valid other block around this area is this one with this purple line here. Remember, this one is still valid though. You get. So, but the closest now is here. Since the market is slow and it's not moving as fast as it used to. So we probably will wait, try to see whether this market will come back here to retest this and give us an entry trigger like bearish engulfing, for instance, and then we take it down. But what may likely happen when market opens? Excuse me, please. Sorry about that. What may likely happen when market opens? Maybe further down. But the point is that this is where we are watching the market to go to. Since the market started there, for people that were aware, they will be aiming to, as TP, take profit here. Why stop loss would have been above here. And of course, as the market wanted to close this night, it would have been good that you get out of the market after here. But the thing is sold from here up to down here, which is really plenty of money. So what are we expecting? We're expecting for a set trade to continue because until we have a change of character to the upside. I mean, yeah, change of character to the upside, and then have a return to the other block that caused the change of character, so that we now have a break of structure to the upside. Change of character plus break of structure to the upside, we mean we have to be selling, just like what I described here. This is change of character. That's instead of breaking upward, they decided after reaching here, decided to break downward. The first time is change of character. You have changed from breaking up so upward to breaking downward. Then the second one that happens, it came and then break again downward becomes break of structure. So here now, almost like a retest of it. So it continues selling down. So now that we are having break of structure to the downside, listen, because this is where it matters now. Now that we are having break of structure to the downside, what we are now expecting is for the break of structure to the downside to continue. That means a downward movement until it hits this place. We want to see what will happen because this is the area that market is likely to react. Now, it's likely going to break below it too. There is likely not to be able to break below it, maybe reject or form a bullish uh, trade candlestick pattern around here, meaning that you want to start going up. That's what number one thing will be expecting. So until we have a change of character and a break of structure to the upside, we are still selling the market. So we'll still be looking for the sell trade, sell opportunities, nothing else. So, but we're watching this area critically to see what is going to happen, whether it's going to go below it or not. So this is what we are expecting. So for you to take a trade, if this market should turn and hit this other block here, or goes as far as all this other block and decided to change direction in terms of candlestick pattern that you observe, you take it, you take a sell back again. So so don't know if you were hearing me because this thing went. Let me find out whether am I still being heard. Still being heard now, but I think there's a momentarily the volume went off. I think we're spending more time because I said 10 minutes is going to 17 and 20 minutes and we want to get out of this market. So what's the market coming here? Anytime it does a change of character, we want to continue to go up. So this place I've drawn and all these places are places you can be considering is sell if market reaches there. Now here, if market goes down, keep going down, but anytime you come to test, like I said, this is another block here. So anytime the market comes, if the market comes down, that means we have new other block. Then retesting the other block and giving you candlestick pattern for sellers, then you sell, you go down. This is what we'll be expecting for tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is the last day of the month. So tomorrow there might be surprises. There could be surprises. So because when you go to daily time frame, you see how did it close? I did not even checked it. Okay, look at the way it closed. It might just be an inspiration to tear down. So we are still very, very bearish until we see a candlestick pattern that I mean the break of structure to the upside. We are still very, very bearish. So anything can happen. Anything can happen though. So for now, we're still looking at sell trade. So if you want to be looking for sell trade, what do you do? Let's go to 1 minute time frame. Let me explain something. Look at here, this candlestick has shown that we are going up from 1 minute time frame. Now, watch 1 minute time frame. If it's not able to take out this high and it turns and give you candlestick pattern just like what is given here, like what it gave here or what it gave here, then you're going to take a sell. You'll be taking a sell from there. If it's not able to take this high and it give you a candlestick pattern that show that sellers are coming to the market, then you have to keep selling. Because from what I've seen from daily time frame, this big bullish candle around the other block here, once he is able to tear down the other block, he keep going and he keep going until we'll be expecting it to get to this point or get to any of the points here. But first point of call would likely be here to get to. So we probably will sell up to this place. So be careful and watch the market. When we come back, tomorrow will not be able to analyze Monday because tomorrow I'll be very, very busy. I will not be available for trading. just understand that our trading will resume fully by August. By February. By February. So this one we are just playing for now and just playing with the market for now. Because we will be analyzing the market from February or March. We'll be analyzing market 3 times a day. One of them will be around 12 p.m. every day, every afternoon, in preparation for London and New York session intercession, usually around 2 or 3 o'clock. So we analyze the market by 12 to wait for that. Then we analyze another one when the market closes either 10 or 11 p.m. in the night. And then the third one is going to be like maybe around 5 a.m. Between 5 and 6 a.m. We'll be analyzing the market. After the market resumes by 12 a.m., in 5 hours time, we'll look at what the market has done and begin to see what is going to happen next. So that's how we'll be doing it. We'll continue doing it. So subscribe and direct people to the channel here so that we are going to be trading together, analyzing our entry market together. You get. Sometimes I will come online to come and if there's opportunity, I can just come online to come and share the opportunity. And don't worry, I will soon create my Telegram channel when I'm done with all these things that I'm presently busy with. And then I'll create all those things and begin to connect so that we can send signals to the group, all free of charge, at least for now. Everything we'll be doing live streaming, live analysis, signal situation is going to be free for now until further notice. So it's time to go to bed and go and sleep. Let's see what the market is going to do when it resumes. A good night. Have a good night rest. Bye bye.